Owie. All right, well, we're going to be checking out the most popular project on Kickstarter right now. That is Voidfall, Repel the Voidborn, and Restore the Domineum in this Euro-style Space 4X. Now, the reason why I placed this one here today was because I know it had, I think, like 1,000 or a couple thousand people who were wanting to be notified when this launched, and so that meant it was super popular. And I'm looking at this main image right here. It's a little bit hard to see it. Let's see. So it looks like you're going to get big tiles with like, ooh, are those the ships? Okay, I imagine when I click on this, this is going to look way hotter. But it's already raised 351,000 euros. But I still think I'd like to know the player count. I'd like to know the time length. I'd like to know the age. And yeah, that looks, oh, but look at, there's so many things here. Just little things. Like I want you to really, it's like an I Spy game. All the things that I love. We're seeing in-depth, gorgeous-looking minis with bases in this, okay? You're immediately showing me dual-layered boards with numerous dual-layered spots on it. You're showing me these really cool-looking plastic explosion-y things, but now I'm also seeing that they're holding dice, which means they're both going to look cool table-wise, but they're also going to be something that's going to make sense gameplay-wise. There's so much they're showing me just in this one image. So while I can't necessarily see this one image from the outside as well as I'd like to, I like what they got going on here, but I still would like to know the player count, the time length, that we're name dropping. Awesome. But it's already raised $417,000. Wowers Mowers, 2,700, and this just backed. This just launched like less than an hour ago, I think, or like an hour or two ago. But as always, when you go to the video, think of three things: do I want it? Can you do it? How much is it? Let's go.
From the endless void between the dimensions, an ancient cosmic entity reached out to our fledgling empire and corrupted the minds of our rulers by granting them power and knowledge. The Voidborn helped them populate the entire galaxy. And when the Domineum's glory was shining the brightest, the Voidborn arrived to reap what it had sowed.
Okay, I was really excited, but I will say, I always say this, I think they're leaning too hard into the theme here. I would rather see this interweaved somewhat with something gameplay-wise, some sort of component. Because it's like, yeah, there's a cool space Euro-y theme, there's a cool space theme, but I've played straight-up Euro games with like next to no flavor or theme at all that have claimed to have that sort of thing, so I want to see more.
With the Domineum's tainted forces now raging across the...
Like this, why couldn't this shot just be some of the actual ships moving across the board? And you'd have different cool aspects set up of the board, something neat, instead of, you know, this artwork. Which is not to say the artwork's not great, it's just I think if I'm actually seeing what you're saying, it just goes so much better.
Galaxy. We... the last of the great houses.
Yeah, we are the last of the great houses, so why don't you just show me some of the different asymmetrical special abilities here? Maybe just flash 2 or 3 of them, but then you also maybe have this artwork as well to kind of wet my whistle and say, oh, but there are going to be a whole bunch of them, not just 2 or 3 of them, don't worry.
Are the only hope to purge the cosmic corruption and restore our empire to its former glory.
Voidfall is a Euro-style Space 4X game for 1 to 4 players.
Here we go.
Including a solo and cooperative mode against the cosmic threat of the Voidborn.
Oh,
and a competitive mode pitting you against your rivals in restoring the Domineum. Become the leader.
So here's I'm going to be so brutally honest with you. You showed me so many components so fast, my ADHD couldn't let me do it, and I honestly didn't even listen to what you said the last 20 seconds because I was just so mystified by all the different ways that I'm going to be able to modify my people and upgrade stuffs. And oh, look at that. Look at that. You might even miss it. Oh, we're sliding it in straight to the top. Love
Endless
it.
Possibilities. Establish guilds, increase your sector's population, and boost your production.
I don't know what that means, but
Develop
it's fun.
and improve technologies. Advance on your house-specific civilization tracks.
Ooh,
Deploy
Lord, house-specific civ tracks. Yes.
space fleets. And seize new sectors without relying on luck. Either for...
I like how they subtly dropped that in there, without relying on luck. If you're a big Space 4X fan, luck is something that heavily dictates a lot of those games. Xia Legends of a Drift System, if you're rolling well, you're rolling well. You know, if you're rolling well in Twilight Imperium, same thing. So the fact that they spotlighted that gets my ears perked up a little bit. I mean, I don't mind luck, but I'm glad they spotlighted that a little bit.
From other players, or from the Voidborn. while dealing with this cosmic corruption that can cripple your empire. Use your deck of focus cards to select your actions.
Oh, stop! I want to see
Play
it!
agenda cards that will not only boost your focus card's efficiency, but also...
There's so much stuff going on, and I'm so excited. Like, this. Like, that first minute, it's like, well, I've seen a lot of that. Seen a lot of that in Space 4X games, or just in space games in general. But this. Ooh, this.
serve as your tableau of custom scoring conditions.
Slide it in.
The events in our galaxy can be treacherous and fickle, but may also help you on your path to victory. Pledge now for the exclusive Galactic Box and become the savior of humanity.
Exclusive Galactic Box. I will say, okay, so the first 50 seconds,
1 to 4.
meh. Oh, and then 1 to 4 players, we finally do get that. 1 to 4 players. But honestly, I was so excited about this, I almost missed it. But once we got into this last minute 20, holy moly, I was sold. I'm in. Can you do it? Yes. Or do I want it? Sorry, do I want it? Yes. Because always 3 things. Do I want it? Can you do it? How much is it? Do I want it after that video? Yeah. As a Space 4X fan, as someone who loves Twilight Imperium, but has played it so much, you're like, well, I love Twilight Imperium, but it's not really a complex game. You know, one of those people who says crap like that, and it's like, no, it's there's a lot of moving parts and pieces. It's a complex game. But if you're to that point, I think you're just like, wow, this looks spectacular. And I'm to that point. So do I want it? Yes. Excellent job. Can you do it? Not sure. How much is it? Don't know. I will also say that I know there's a special deluxe box. Do people care about that? Does that move the needle for you? I don't care. Don't care in any way, shape, or form, because most of the time, I'm just going to be putting it on my shelf like this. This is all I'm going to see. I'm not even going to see the box. When I do, I don't know. I don't know. Does that move the needle for you? Custom boxes. Special boxes. So, Mind Clash Games, founded in 2013, is a board game design and publishing company. We combine the mechanical death of the Euro genre with rich, elaborate title settings and thematic backgrounds. Our release titles so far are Tricerion. Holy guacamole. Okay. Okay. So, here's the deal. I would almost mention that in that video. You know, you name dropped yourself at the beginning, at the end, but I know Tricerion. I don't know you. You know, I've heard of Anachrony, especially if you show me that box. It's got that weird box. Looks like it's something from Ark. So this is great. This right here, great. Makes me feel comfortable with Can You Do It? Like, I always check this just to make sure it's not a flaming dumpster fire in the comments. But what you did right there I thought was really well done. And I would move it, I think, from right there, we'll have it there as well, to the to your video. Just to, like even if it's just you adding like an extra half second, where it's like you do your fancy little intro and then it's like the creators of blah 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 blah. And like immediately, can you do it? Question is answered, done. Because anybody can get on Fiverr and make themselves a fancy little thing to put at the beginning and at the end. I mean, I'm not impressed by that. I'm impressed by, oh, okay, they've made games. They've made in-depth games that have a big fan base. Castaway Chronicles, what the hell is this? This looks awesome. I'm going to guess this is an outer. I would have heard by it. Just read from another Kickstarter, the container shipping is up to, so yeah, people talk about shipping, but I'm looking for, did it ship? I'm going to guess not. New box design, rule booklets, translation. Okay, so let's see, this is the next one. Is this one out? Voidfall is now live on Kickstarter. Anachrony chess print and play. Fulfillment completed. Thank you very much. So awesome. That looks like they have one thing out, because I think this Tricerion expansion is also out as well. So, can you do it? I feel super comfortable. Let me double check this. And I know Tricerion, I've played that game a couple times. I see it's in Spain. Okay, somebody complaining about Kickstarter exclusives not being something they were supposed to be or whatever. I'm more concerned about is it out? Fulfillment completed. Awesome. And I like the fact that this is like, bam, like right there. Some people bury this. It's like, no, I would spotlight that. But then again, I don't know how many people do dig so much for me, so I would spotlight that because it makes my job easier. So it looks like they have one thing out pending. I don't have an issue here. Can you do it? Yes. 100%. Feel comfy. Do I want it? 100%? Yeah. You know, the 1-4 players, that turned me off a little bit. Part of the appeal, I think, of Twilight Imperium is that, hey, you can go to 8 players. And it's like, if I'm already here for 6 hours, why not make it 12? Now, that's just me. I'm a crazy 4X Euro fan. But it's just the once flourishing empire of Domineum is more great warriors and mighty fleets have lost their... So what do I want? The only thing I want right now is price. I want the price, I want the shipping, and I want to know about stretch goals. If we have stretch goals or daily unlocks or what sort of extra goodies. Because I feel like I mean, I want to see videos and whatnot, but it's just like, that video is so well done. Like, that video, just, ooh. Mwah. And if I'm a Tricerian fan, or if I'm a fan of how... Because here's the thing I like about, at least Tricerian, I haven't played the other ones, is there's just... It's such... When I think of Twilight Imperium, I say to myself, okay, I could teach this. It's a lot of moving parts and pieces, but they're all relatively simple. Tricerian, I don't think that way. I'm like, okay, this is one where I can't be too late at night. I need to have I can't start a game of Tricerian at 11 p.m. That's just not happening. I'm not having a fun game with that. So that's a compliment, I'm saying that. I love those sort of style of games. We saw the signs, we heard the whispers, yada, yada, yada. So we see that 1 to 4 players, age 15 plus. I do like the fact they put 15 plus. Because I imagine choking-wise, there's nothing a 14-year-old's going to choke on that a 15-year-old wouldn't choke on. But what they're saying is, this is not going to be a family game. And they let me know that right from the jump. Thank you. Thank you. I've criticized quite a few Kickstarters lately, where it's like, I get through a huge chunk of the Kickstarter, I'm like, can I play this with my 9-year-old? I don't know. Well, he's about to be 9. He's 8 now. Shouldn't rush it. So 4-hour time length. I'm down. Competitive cooperative solo. That intrigues me. Voidfall is a space 4X hero. Why can't we just get the price right here? I want the price. Minimum luck with resource management, tight decisions. Got it. Reimagining the space 4X genre. Grand scale space 4X with a Euro spin. Cool. You're showing me more stuff. I'd rather see this zoomed in or just not at all, and we could just get down to the price. But no, you want to talk about the gameplay. Cool. Whatever. It's cooperative because solo mode's the thing, as he said in the video. I got it. Infinite replayability. Now, that's hot. Many playable houses with unique identities. Again, asymmetrical. Love me some asymmetrical. Multiple peaceful and aggressive scenario. Endless content combinations. Long-lasting design. So here we go. $87. They did the conversion for me. I love it. So they didn't beat around the bush too much. You know, they got like the final little sales pitch in here. Which, yeah. But I just want to know this. I want to know this. $87. Boom. 136 millimeter tires. So I will say... I'm so stupid, I don't know euros. Also, I'm so stupid, I don't know millimeters. Could we get those converted to inches as well? That'd be nice. I agree on the player count. I don't think 8 players is a good idea, but I had support for 6 players in the base box. Howdy, Huckleberry. Yeah, Darth, it would be nice, because that's... I'm trying to think of some of my favorite, like the ones that have kept on my shelf, and I'm pretty sure Zaya is not 1 to 4 players. I think that one can play more. I don't know, it's just when I think of like an epic, mega, long-style game. But, you know, I don't know. I'll be very interested. I'm sure in the future they might have expansions and whatnot. Here we go. So now we're zooming in. We're giving the time on the components, and I'm seeing 8 house sheets. Once again, I feel like that is massively underselling your house sheets, especially if these are dual-layered, oh so sexy, slide in, slide out. Give me some more buzzwords here. Zaya says 3 to 5 on the box. Okay. Yeah, so it still goes to 5. Zaya is such a weird game, though. I love that game. 4x10 focus cards, 7 asymmetrical house focus cards. Cool. 7 asymmetrical house focus cards. That's awesome. That's what I like to see. And that right there, seeing that gives me excited for, are there stretch goals? Are there unlocks? Is it secretly not going to be 7? Is it going to be 10? Because that's a huge chunk of game. Lots of symbols on all those cards. There are a lot of symbology, which means hopefully, and this is why I think they should zoom in a little bit more, I want to see your player reference card. If I go down here and I see just a big, thick, chunky, oh so delicious player reference card, double-sided, I say, oh, thank you. Hopefully we get that. Production dials, yeah, I feel like I want to go on this ride. I want to explore this game a little bit more. I don't need to see videos. I don't need to see quotes. I just want to kind of look at this, look at your pedigree, and just be like, oh my gosh, take me for the ride. And I don't feel like, where's the player reference card? Is there a player reference card? Did I skip it? I don't think I did. I was so excited about it, there's no way I could have missed it. These boards are triple layered. They're triple layered, and triple layered. Then these should not be, this should not be 8 times house sheets. This should be 8 times triple layer, top of the line. We can't even layer it anymore or else the game will explode type of thing. Like, come on. Sell that. That's a big thing to gamers. I get excited about double layer. Jesus, triple layer. I don't even know if I could finish this video now. All right, so now we get into the galactic box. Okay, so hopefully it's much different than just a box. Or maybe is this going to be upgrades? I don't know. All gameplay content. Okay, so they're spotlighting that, and then once again, we're so zoomed out. So is this, I'm assuming, everything from the base pledge, plus, oh, okay. Okay, oh, so the upgrade components. Maybe the triple layered are part of the upgrade components. Not is the... Oh, so it's not in the standard edition. Okay, thank you. And that's why they obviously wouldn't want to put that there, because that would just be flat out lying, like saying that something's free shipping from the worldwide when it's not actually worldwide free shipping. But anywho, fleet tokens upgraded to miniatures and 5 unique sculpts, 50 detachable translucent fleet bases. These look hot. Yeah, these are something you're going to want. How much is it? How much extra is it? So it goes from... It's pretty much double then. 87. So it's about $70. Okay, 158. So let's see. Am I wowed? We're going to get a whole bunch of these things. 50 fleet bases. So we have 50. Oh yeah. Modular copper molded tray system. What does that mean? Copper molded? That sounds exciting. Maybe you should zoom in so I could see more of what the hell a copper molded tray system works like, because this is important, especially if it's all going to fit in the same box. Is this all going to fit in the upgraded box? Now I'm excited about the galactic box that you spoke about, assuming this is the galactic box and everything is going to fit into it. It's going to be like one of those big mega epic, like a Twilight Imperium 3rd edition box, like a big one or something like that. A Gloomhaven style box. Who the hell knows? Can I tell from this? I can't tell as much as I'd like to. Yeah, hopefully they give me some dimensions on boxes later. So we're getting 12th century miniatures. Cool. And they do have the zoom in on here. Nice. Awesome. So we're getting a whole bunch of those. 8. And so here's where you get the triple layer. Okay. 4 triple layered boards. Oh my. Or an Acrity Infinity box. Yeah, if it's the same size as one of those boxes, at least put it up there. It might not help me necessarily because it's not the most common box size, but for your fans of the thing, it would help at least a little bit. I always love when companies do that, when they put other things that are similar sized so you can figure it out. So we got cool upgrades plus the all unlocked stretch goals. Okay. Add-ons. Enamel painted metal structure set. These look like... Oh, wow, those are hot. Oh my. Those are pretty. Those are oh so pretty. You do not need those, but those are oh so pretty. And I would almost... Okay, so that's the only add-on we're having? Interesting. Okay. So stretch goals. Rally the Great Houses. So there are stretch goals. Okay. Cool. I'm excited. Hopefully this is a fun ride I get to go on. In this campaign, the stretch goal system is complemented by an exciting community adventure during which the stretch goals will be revealed in thematic packages of 5. Interesting. Now, thematic packages of 5. I wonder if they're doing that potentially to make it be like, oh, sorry, we haven't gotten to the next stretch goal. We're actually going to be putting out 5 next time or something. Why aren't the stretch goals at the top? I would agree. With Huckleberry. I think or either that or he's mocking me right now. But yeah, you are massively overfunded. The first thing I would have people do before they even get to that $87 price point is start to see all the things they've already unlocked. And then, just as you keep going, it's just like, dear God, I just want to get through the stretch goals to find the price, but it's still such a fun, exciting adventure, potentially, to go through all the stretch goals and say, okay, I have to get this game now. I feel like by putting the stretch goals first, it just creates this amazing sense of fear of missing out. Because this is the first. This is the deluxe Kickstarter edition. You gotta get this edition or you're gonna miss out on all those glorious things. Do you want to be a retail fool? Are you gonna pay? No, you don't want to do that. But some companies don't do that. In this campaign, the stretch goal system is complemented by exciting community whatevers. Chapter 1, House of Novarchon. So we got new... Oh, so this is actually... Oh, wow. Oh, man. So, okay. So these are micro stretch goals for this one. 30, 40, 40. And what I mean by micro stretch goals is that I could see you having to check back once every few days to see if they've unlocked something new, especially at the beginning. All right, so we've unlocked Ancient Ruins... And then we've unlocked an Ancient Legacy, which is a new scenario. Okay. Galactic Event Pack. 3 thematic galactic events, 1 for each cycle. Awesome. So immediately, every single game is just a little bit more likely to be just something different every time. House Cramdor. And this is the banger. This is what I always like to call a banger of a stretch goal that people would actively say, all right, I'm going to put in an extra little bit of cash just because I want that in the game so much. Or I'm going to share this on social media just because I really want this thing to happen. And imagine if you're sitting at $285,000 last day, people are going to want this. A house sheet, Origins cards, 1 Fallen House card, Custom Temptation. I don't even know what the hell that is. And Production Vogue cards. That is a banger of a stretch goal. That's a micro expansion right there. That's not even a micro expansion. That's like an $8 expansion. Right there. That's a great sense of value I'm getting from that. All right, then we get to 350,000 because now we're not in the groups of 5. So maybe this is like a sub-chapter. An additional free companion web app for Voidfall. It calculates Combat results with a few taps and acts as quick reference for text and agendas. This app is not essential to play Voidfall. That's awesome. That's awesome. Love it. 40k euros between stretch goals doesn't seem very micro to me. Oh, euros. Okay. Yes, euros are different than dollars. They're more. Okay. And I was on the fence a little bit, but yes, okay. They're not micro. But they're not huge. Like, they're not out of the realm. Well, 40,000 euros. If you're $1 million Kickstarter. If you're assuming you're $1 million Kickstarter, which are they going to hit $1 million? I think it depends on how they navigate this ship, but I think they probably will. I mean, this is because we're still I'm liking what I'm seeing so far. Let's see the stretch goals, and hopefully they've already shown me the next 5. No, I'd love to see that, because if it's this over and over and over again, I think people are going to be hyped about these stretch goals. Look, that essentially means that every 110,000 euros we might be getting a new race. Now, maybe that's probably not going to happen. But if the next one is just this, but, with different numbers, I am so damn excited to see what this game looks like last day. Like that last 48-hour push when all those people go from $1 and they go through that stretch goal section and say, like, all right, fine, I got to get this one. And then it's just boom, 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 like some Kickstarters do. I could see that. These stretch goal sections has a lot of promise there. Game flow and focus cards. Cool. What do I want? I want a gameplay video, and I want a tutorial. Dear God, if you had a tutorial. Honestly, if there was a tutorial, I would have put that somewhere to the front, at least letting me know that there is a tutorial. Because this is the kind of game, let's be quite honest, none of us want to read the rules to this. Like, no one's like, man, I can't wait to read the rules to this one. No. Agendas, great. This is all good stuff. I don't care. You sold me so well. Why pledge now? Exclusive galactic box. Great. Outstanding production quality, yeah, triple layer. I feel like this almost maybe should be right before. Somewhere, I think this should be somewhere higher than this part. This feels like much more of a shopping section sort of thing, and I felt like we went through the shopping section, which also would mean that we could go, why couldn't we have the shipping up there? Why not? Rulebook and digital version, excellent, excellent. If I didn't see this, that was going to be a big, big red flag for me, but it's there, 26 pages. Setup pictures missing, and they're even taking feedback. Beautiful. And honestly, if I was this company, I'd say, hey, and I love when they do this. This is one of my favorite little things in rule booklets, is when they put the numbers, and they actually put the numbers over here. It's so nice. Overview concepts, a lot of text, but we got a lot of pictures, illustrations. Oh, wow. Wait, this is all before the setup. What the hell is all this? I hate this. I hate when they put overview concepts before you get to setup. Let me know what you think about in the comments down below. I think that one's going to be a very divisive one. Would you rather have your setup before you learn any, I feel component setup. I feel like that's what I just want. Component setup. That's what I want. And then you tell me all this other stuff and I can see it in front of me. But let me know what you think. Try Voidfall. That's going to be a poll. Try Voidfall on Tabletop Simulator. That's hot. If it was, I might, when I get back from Origins, I might have to try that. I feel like that's going to be a pretty popular video. And that's something I'm planning to do. I got a new PC rig. I'm still a noob, as you could probably tell from the first 5 minutes of this, which, dear God, I need to edit out. And I will edit out because it's terrible. And then we got Rado. Awesome. Final thoughts. Kickstarter preview. Don't care. Honest and precise prototype impressions. Don't care. Voidfall. Don't care. Where's the playthrough? Okay. So is this a playthrough? No, it's a final thought. Kickstarter preview. That's not a playthrough.
Hi, my name.
Nope. I don't see. I don't feel like. Oh, is this? This is part of a playthrough. It looks like. Okay, playthrough. So now we're gonna have playthroughs. Oh, so this. Oh, so they want to schedule it. Looks like the day of. Is this going on right now? Oh, it's live in 4 hours. Okay. I'm not a fan of that. I think something like that. Especially because right now, this is number one. This is the most exciting thing on Kickstarter right now. Like, with a bullet. And how many people are going to say, you know what, before I splunk down $150, I want to see a gameplay, I want to see a tutorial. Because right now, I have no thoughts on this game whatsoever. Like, there's no, at least pick out some quotes from me right here. Where are the quotes? That's what I want right here. I want quotes. I don't want to go through Richard's 21-minute video. And I love Richard. He's a fantastic human being. I've talked to him about many things. but I just want a quote. Like, when I'm scrolling through this Kickstarter page, I just want a quote. The Rondo Run-Through is a playthrough, but they're only linking to the final thoughts. Okay, I don't like that. Because it's like, I don't know. So, yeah, how many people are going to click on $1, then come back, then forget to come back or something? So here we go. Oh, and here's the run-through. Just keep scrolling, you noob. I still think that should be higher. Tutorial and playthrough. Okay, so this is one where if you want to sit through an hour and 36, you can get everything. And I will say, with a game this epic, I have a lot less of, at least, Huckleberry's not a fan of quotes. I like quotes in particular when they spotlight specific aspects of the game. I don't like this is amazing, it's my favorite, blah, blah, blah. Like, why was it amazing? What did you love about it? What other games did it remind you of, but maybe did something better than? And I'm someone who gets lost in the superlatives as well. When you're so excited and ingrained into a game, you sometimes forget to mention things like that. But those are the kind of quotes that I like. Extended playthrough, full game. Woo, 4 hours. Good for him. Co-op preview, don't care. So, solo Kickstarter preview, but is it a full gameplay? Excellent. Okay, just keep scrolling and shut your mouth for us. That's the Q&A there, but I would like to see him higher. Because, let's be honest. I think just seeing these makes me feel so much more comfortable than these. And I would love to click on all these and see which one is the most popular. And I'm going to do that real quick. Tutorial and playthrough. I think it's going to be that one right there. Let's go up here. This is going to be a fun little science experiment. Alright. We'll get there. But this is what happens when I get lost looking for shipping. Oh, damn it! It didn't do this. Never mind. Cancel. Experiment canceled. Stupid experiment. I hate everything. Alright. Let's keep going. What do I want? I want shipping. Voidfall Q&A with the designers. Cool. Awesome. That's the kind of thing that I really should do. But I'm really bad at just computers and internet and communicating. The Houses of Voidfall. Cool. Oh, so now we're getting into specifics. This is awesome. Yeah, because if you're going to have a big game like this, you should let people know very, very clearly what the races are. Unlike the project that I checked out a couple of days ago, which I don't remember. Eastern Empires. Man. Yeah, apparently the only way you could find out, at least what I think, the only way that you could find out what the 9 races are that were included in the game is if you paused a specific spot on the video. And someone mentioned me that in the Board Game Geek chat. I was like, what? Why would they do that? Or maybe it was in the comments. I don't know. It's just so many puzzling choices on that Kickstarter. The game is 90% language independent. The only components with... Ooh, okay, cool. Galactic Void Box will be available fully localized in English, French, and German. Cool. Is this where we're talking about shipping? Nope. Group and retail pledge. Shipping! Hey, because we buried all the way at the bottom. USA, $21 for the standard box. I don't have a firm grasp on the size of the standard box, as I don't have a firm grasp on the size on the galactic box. I hate everything. I hate when I get to this point of the segment where I'm like, is the shipping good? And I'm like, well, I don't know, because I don't know the size of the box. Let's see if we can get a somewhat of a firm grasp without having to look, because it's like this is so zoomed out. And then this just components. Do we get another shot of the box? Surely when we get to the $78, 87 one, we should get a shot of the box. A good shot of the box. A nice, clean, clear, crisp. There's not. Nope, there's not. Get bent. As an international backer, the shipping rates are great. Thank you, Antony, for making that, because I don't know. So I'm gonna base that on what Antony says. But let's get back to the shipping. Game found. Cool. Where's the stuff? Here we go. Yeah, because when I see $21, when I see the 27, let's be honest, I think most people, well, no. I don't know. I don't know the size of the box. It's hard to raise. It's probably a Ticket to Ride size box. I always assume everything's a Ticket to Ride. That's the only game box size I know. So Canada, getting a good deal there too. Actually, yeah, wow. European Unions, Canada, UK, Australia. Good for everybody else. They're getting some good rates, and we're getting the shaft a little bit. I like seeing that every once in a while. Typically, it's the other way around. China, good for you. Good for you. China's got a lot of good things going for them right now. A lot of bad things going for them right now. Wow, I should be careful about what the hell I say about China. I meant the fact that they're investing heavily into automation, which in theory will then allow their workers to not have such absolutely abysmal quality of living. Yes. So, nothing... Woo. Well, we got to be careful there. So let's keep talking about the shipping, which good for other people. United States, yeah, it doesn't look great, but it's not, I don't think it's terrible, because I imagine this is going to be a big size box. And honestly, I was so damn excited by the last 2 minutes of that video. I'm kind of just so excited about this project. I feel like the last minute and a half of that video was just so well done. Please also note that based on your location, your pledges may be subject to additional VAT, sales tax, or GST charges. USA, after they get paid during the pledge manager, we will collect sales tax for some states. No taxes will be charged at the time of delivery. So that'd be nice to know which states specifically do that. That's because it's just like, yeah, 1373. It's still primarily the United States of America. What states? You'll probably get necked because, oh yeah. Australia and New Zealand, no GST will be collected. Your games will ship from, okay, cool. Rest of the world, pledge measures. But it does look like it's easy to figure out exactly what you need to know in the shipping section. So, I'd say it's well done there, in that aspect. Game found. Will be access to pledge manager and the pricing you're seeing on Kickstarter, even if you pledge €1. Cool. If I do $1, that's still cool? Because that's like 97% of a euro, I think. Nigel Bucker, lead design. We see out a big team. I can see a big team. There's a lot of polish on this project. Especially, like I said, the last minute and a half of that damn video. Wow. Just so great. Tabletop simulator. Awesome. Refund policy. Cool. Excellent. Let's check out. Let's see what's the most popular. So this is just if you want the gameplay all in. And I like the fact that there's spotlighting. Hey, this is all the gameplay. We're not giving you anything extra in the premium. You say, well, yeah, of course. But no, there's companies that do that, and that is crappy. I hate that. So I'm really glad to see this. Granted, I imagine this is going to be the most popular one. 165 to 2,261. Yeah, kind of a no-brainer there. All right. So let's check out the FAQ, the updates, the comments. Are they organized? No, they're not. I hate this section already, especially because there's 16. I have to really scroll through here. I always think, look at Reload from Colossal Games, see how they do their FAQ section. They organize it in such a beautiful, clean way. It should just be the industry standard. How can I purchase add-ons? Can I try Voidfall online? Yes. Will Voidfall be available in retail in different languages in the future? Yes. Is there an option for group retail pledges? All the stretch goals included in both pledge levels? Yes. These are pretty good ones. Do I have to have the companion app? So these are a lot of the little questions that they already answered over here, but I feel like they're the kind of things that people could have missed, especially if they're browsing through and not going to go through this with a fine-tooth comb like I did, and I still miss a whole bunch of stuff as well. So, bad update. Bad update. Naughty update. Your update was so riveting that 1 out of every 1,000 people here decided to comment on it. That is not good. And this one, 8, and I bet that's going to be where most of these 8 people are going to be like, oh my gosh, I'm so excited, you rock, what's up, the best, hey, what's going on, you're awesome. I backed as soon as I watched Not Boards. You should really give that tabletop simulator to backers. It looks amazing. If the campaign is anything like Perseverance, this will be a great campaign. Congratulations to y'all. So this is just the slaps on the backs, all that good stuff. Your first one is generally going to have a lot of that. And I will say I do like the fact that they're churning this. They're responding to every single one of these, which is what you should do, because that's how you're going to churn that and make this update section look like look better. Because let's be honest, which one of these do you want to look at? Do you want to look at one that has 275 comments, or do you want to look at one that has 16 comments? It just makes sense. Let's see what this one is. Humanity say beep beep, persistent, whatever. They had this thing pre-planned, which is good. That's smart. Oh my goodness, all this text. There's pictures. I don't want to read any of this. So I guess if you really want to get in the theme, this is where you go. Wow, that's a lot of text. Cool. This is the stretch goal one. Yeah. Now the House Crabo join our cause. They bring their newly found ancient yada yada yada. Here we go. Cool stuff. Companion app. Awesome. Galactic map. Ooh, what is this? Why didn't I see this? Why didn't I see this on the other? So this is a thing that should be part of the stretch goal section, I do believe, because we're going from House Cramdor, and now we're going to a different planet, which once again, I said if we just copy-paste that top 5 things from Kickstarter, or the stretch goals, down here, and then down here, and then down here, and down here, and down here, this is $1 million Kickstarter. Because those are stretch goals that get people excited, get people checking back on a weekly basis. Woo! Hot. That's awesome. Tie all the Mind Clash universes together. Love the story thus far in the universes being created here. Ooh, what? So you're mixing the streams. I would honestly. So here's the other thing. I don't think I saw. Can I add on at the end of this any other games? I would mention that because if that's possible. Space opera, but once again, if you're combining so we're going to now be digging into the Anachrony universe, the Trickerian universe, that's really exciting to me as someone who hasn't played those games, because if I love this game, it's going to be like, well, now I kind of want to play Anachrony because I really like the race, and it's just little things like that. I think they go such a long way. And so, not respond to these, but these are brand spanking new. And once again, okay, so I shouldn't say this. This was just so recently posted. Yeah. Okay, so this might actually get a lot more than just 3. But still, it didn't end with a question. I would highly recommend it ending with a question. And a lot of people, what they do is they would make the question too focused. And I'm going to give you an example of what I think a good question here would be and what I think a bad question here would be. Because I always say that. Just any question generally is going to work. That's like my number one piece of advice for every single update. You can spend 2 hours on your update, but if you don't end it with a question, you're going to get less engagement, typically, from the the tons and tons of Kickstarters that I've looked at in depth. So a good question would be, what are you excited to see in the what are you excited to see in the stretch goals? What do you hope the House Thegwin posts on, or something like that? Whereas a bad question, I got mixed up. You don't want to have such a specific question. What would you like to see in the future stretch goals? Or what do you think about this current format of stretch goals we have? Because once again, that's just asking people, hey, do you like what we're doing here? And they're going to be like, hell yes, this is great. This is awesome. I'm excited to see what we unlock. As opposed to if you were like, hey, what do you think this race is going to be? And then it's like, oh, I have to look into the race, or maybe it's connected to Anachrony, and I don't know anything about Anachrony. I just like the more broad questions, I guess is what I'm getting here. A complimentary and probably premature question. Thank you for not including duplicate tokens. Finding and taking out trashing excessive components is about my least favorite part of the Kickstarter experience. Annoying and wasteful. If another Mind Clash game is added on during the Pledge Manager, and we're going to be waiting on it until they film this, or will there be a separate shipping wave? Okay, so that is, that's a great question. For the group pledges, can we mix languages? Of course, awesome. And look, they are on this. Excellent. Is it just them, though? I thought they had 2 collaborators. Just double check it here. So let's get this a grade. I see some great customer service there already, but now I just want to see how many people are collaborating. Oh, awesome. Excellent. So we should have some great customer service here, potentially even if these people might have different sleeping schedules. Awesome. So Voidfall, final grade. Do I want it? Yes. Once we got past that first 40-something seconds of the video where it's all just talking about theme and we actually got into just bam, like this crazy shenanigans, yes. You made me want it. I wanted it. Do I want it? Yes. Can you do it? Yes. Feel comfortable. Great pedigree. I've mentioned the great pedigree at the beginning of this video, because once again, Mind Clash games, cool. Doesn't mean a damn thing to me.
From the endless void between the...
Whereas if you just had, like, some things pop up, sorry, I guess I have to back this. I'm sorry, Aunt Tony. They can't all be D pluses. So, yes. Can you do it? Yes. How much is it? I feel like it's an expensive game, but it feels like an expensive game. And this is a niche game. I like to say that niche games have bulletproof armor. You know, because at the end of the day, it was Eastern Empires. I thought that Kickstarter was terribly ran. At the end of the day, it's still going to be popular because it's just offering such a different, unique experience gameplay-wise. It's not just another one of those games where it's like, oh, you can't have red-colored dice next to blue-colored dice, and that's a 6, so it can't be there. No, this is one of those games you're going to play, and you're going to remember, you're going to bite your teeth into, and if you're into those style games, it's just, you get it. They have a higher price point because there's a lot more thought, at least in my personal thought, my personal belief, going into a game like this. So, premium price point, I don't have as much of an issue with it. And in the end of the day, I really like a lot of the things they're doing with the Kickstarter. Like I said, the last minute and a half of that video just blew my pants off. I feel like the price isn't terrible. I'd like to see the shipping higher. All the asymmetrical races, the triple layer board. I'm going to give this one an... lean towards an A-, maybe? I don't have a size for the box, which annoys me. I'm going to go B+, but I still think this is a really stinking good Kickstarter with a lot of cool ideas. Oh, and the stretch goals. I would totally move those stretch goals higher because that is an exciting stretch goal area. And just the idea that if this gets like 10 times more popular, then this is going to have like 10 times more races. Just the idea of that. And I doubt that's what they would actually do because that would be really hard. I doubt they have that much, just ready to shoot out. But just the tantalizing idea that they might, I think it's just going to keep this one churning up. And like I said, when I started on this, it was like 300-something thousand. It's already up to 500,000 coming up. This one is a rocket ship right here. Voidfall. I'm excited to see what happens to this one. Let me know what you thought, though, in the comments below. What's your final grade? And for the love of, I apologize. Don't go back to the first 3 minutes of this video. That will never happen again, hopefully. And I'm going to edit that once. So here's the thing. If you're like, why haven't you edited this? I can't actually edit it until hours from now, once it gets done transmogrifying or whatever fancy word that is, at least I think. But, as always, thanks for your time, YouTube. I'm learning.